Here that I did this area 15 years ago. She called and said her driveway's cracking. It's still intact. Right now it's wet, it's kind of dark. Got one area right there that I'm gonna have to fix. And then I've got to fill these in. They had wood in them 15 years ago, but now it's all decayed and gone, so I'm going to fill these in. I'll show you how to do it. That we've pressure washed, I'm going to use backer rod. I'm going to fill that gap. I'll show you how to do that. You just take it as you push it in. Now you only want to go leave a ½ inch exposed on top. Now the next thing you want is clear latex caulk. Take that, put it down into the area. You do not want to fill it up. You just want to put a bead in it. Good solid bead. Then you're going to take and you're going to spread it out, put it on the edges. Then we're going to take this aquarium gravel. See that stuff there? Small pebbles. We're going to put that in there. And it don't matter if it goes in the crack all the way or around it, because you're going to sweep it off here in a minute. Like that. Now, you can sweep it off, or you can take it and rake it off with your hands. Doesn't matter. That's why you don't want to fill it all the way up, because you'll spread the caulk everywhere. Now, we got that in there. We're going to put one more thin layer of caulk on top of that. And we're going to take this and spread it on top of that, kind of mush it in. Here, you can see I've got it in there real good. And now I'm going to take and put on another layer of gravel. And this time I'm not going to brush it off with my hand. I'm going to cover it all the way up. You don't waste any gravel. Whatever you don't use, you pick up, put it into a dustpan. But now, you just sweep it off. That's all you do. And whatever's going to stay in there is going to stay in there. Now you see white. That white will dry clear. But you can see where your caulk is because it's white. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, I'm going to move on to another one. See, this one, I should have shown it to you. It had a great big 1-inch gap. It's done. Now, this one's done. That's the other one. And if you want to, you can always come over here and rub more into the crack. You're not going to hurt anything. You're not going to hurt anything at all. Now, somebody's going to ask a question. Why not just use the gray stuff everybody else puts in? That's fine. You can do that. I like doing this for the exposed aggregate because it looks more like the exposed aggregate, and the weight of the stones keeps it in place. You just add more caulk to it when it starts coming up, if it does. And the other reason is, well, I did one in this neighborhood, and it's an HOA, and they have rules about cracks in the driveway. You either have to fix them or you have to replace the driveway. Well, once I did one driveway with this exposed aggregate stuff, they said, you can leave it. So other people asked me to do it, and so here I am. The next question you might ask is, why even worry about the cracks at all if you don't live in an HOA? Well, if you don't fix the cracks, water gets into the cracks. And then when it freezes, if you live in our area, it gets real hot and then it freezes. So if it freezes, it expands and pushes it further apart. Then you have like hitting it with a sledgehammer made of ice. So it starts to come apart. The other reason is, with the crack, you end up with you end up with water underneath your slab. So if you want to have fun, you have kids around, or if you play basketball, take a basketball, go around on your slab and bounce it pretty hard, like you're dribbling really hard. And if you hear a hollow sound, and you'll know if it's boom underneath, well, then you've already had erosion underneath your slab, which means it's going to start to settle, and then it's going to crack. You can always call a company to come out with foam and same stuff they pump in your walls for insulation. They have a similar product, expansion foam, that they can put into your driveway and lift it back up. There's videos on YouTube about that. Now, if you have an area like this, all we're going to do is just squirt some in there. Not quite to the top, pretty close. And we're going to take some aquarium gravel, put it in the hole. This time we are going to step on it. You're just going to massage it in there. And that's all you do with that. And now I'm about to seal the driveway. I'm going to spray it with Thompson's water sealer. Some people ask, why seal concrete? It's your choice. But for me in this area, we have hot summers, mildew, mold. The sealer keeps the water from soaking in the concrete, and it slows the growth of that. And then during the winter, the water will beat up on the sealer and not soak into the concrete. The top layer, water will soak into it. When it freezes, it'll actually pull some of the aggregate, some of the stone out of the top surface of the driveway.